So you make your way back to the base. You drop your jet bikes off and go into debriefing with Colonel Alexander. What did you learn?
We learned that there's orcs. There's a big orc base.
I haven't seen waffles yet.
There's a Fade Town in Attawapiskat. And they gave us some other intel.
Sure did.
We liberated some bandits.
Local thugs.
We were asked to. It was a side quest.
Did you get any experience for this side quest?
Life is experience, sir.
I don't think we write any experience down.
I'm gonna keep
You don't
it.
get any for it.
What about the computers?
Yeah, the question I have is, do I need to be at the debriefing? Because if my character doesn't, I will probably be tinkering with the computer.
You need to be at the debriefing.
You have to be at the debriefing.
I probably
the debriefing.
Everybody is at the debriefing.
Then I would have taken my stuff off of the bike, put it on a dolly, and wheeled it into the debriefing room with me.
Oh, there's a ledge. It's not wheelchair accessible.
I'm out here.
What are you gonna do, Reaper?
Alright, so the information you got, brownies.
1 hour to one. Or 2. Do your thing.
Someone
I
brought the
had one that was
computer.
good, thanks.
Well,
Very good.
We can get more touched.
That's a nice dog. It's not the mean one.
This is not mean, he's just dumb.
Well, it doesn't
He's
differentiate from Archer.
physically too much.
we did find an old computer. With some time, I can find out if there's anything cool on it. We do have some data chips.
Chips.
I believe they're dill flavored, but we have not analyzed them yet.
Nobody's snacked on one.
But I can do that also.
Or are they super bitter, like the Switch cartridges?
You found a Nintendo Switch.
Is that what they mean? Someone tasted a Switch cartridge and
Yeah.
Yeah, they put a bittering agent on them so children wouldn't eat them.
And everybody on the internet did.
that's what happens. So I can analyze these as well when I get some time.
With your mouth?
With the computer that I'm also going to fix.
There are other computers at the base.
Well,
From the same tech period, so.
I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah, so the other intel you learned, to kind of summarize that, is that what you remember?
What you're forgetting to say is...
So there are... Does that actually do... Oh, it's not changing anything for you guys.
Also, what do the other 3 teams learn?
Sure, we'll find that out.
I'm hoping.
No...
What else do we learn?
Hey,
What else did you learn? Okay,
get back on track.
So you learned there was a thing called the ley line. There's a couple of them around the base, and they go this way, this way.
Oh, we did learn that, didn't
We
we?
did learn that. I don't actually know if I saved the image that I drew.
Who is it? Oh, is the magic folk told us about that, right?
Fade Town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's like, who would we have learned that? I think the orcs told us that, didn't they?
Did we learn about the alien races and stuff being south?
You learned that there is a large group of human supremacists down south called the Coalition. And there's a bunch of other communities down there as well. But the Coalition is the big one. And they're kind of down there. You learned the ley lines, kind of travel along lines, if you will. So there's a nexus here where 2 ley lines that went past Adelphiscat, or Akamitski, and intersected at Adolfiscat. Basically just offshore. And then there's another line that goes off down this way, and there is some kind of mine there. And then there's also another actual village somewhere over here.
How big?
But how big is it? Not huge. Like,
There might be other people.
yes,
That's
there are
village, I'm
definitely other
assuming.
people there. It's kind of the people here knew of the orc village, basically, and this village over here, and you can get to it by
Yeah,
like
it's pretty
following the ley line and following another ley line here. But yeah, this is like Northern Ontario was not terribly populated before the rifts. It is less populated now.
Yeah, it's not terribly populated in real life. Well, we could just learn from our mistakes and clairvoyance over there. Just wander around till you find something. Burn your ISP.
Well, if I go by the ley line, then I'm good. Well, it helps.
That helps.
I get double
Double the
power.
power.
And it recharges faster too. I think.
Yeah, you're not on a ley line right now. You're close to one.
But if we were to like set up a little camp at the Fade Town,
Yep.
we
So
could probably be good forever.
this is your debriefing. Did you learn anything else interesting?
What was that other marker?
Oh,
That's
bye, kitty.
that's the mine.
Oh, right, mine.
Yeah. So that's the mine. That's Fort Albany. It's abandoned. This is the orcs live.
Do we know what kind of mine it was or is? You might have said, and I just
Not like a ley
magic
line
dust.
mine. Yeah.
There's a mine there. You can.
Is it? Do we know what if it's being used still for mining purposes or something else? Just like,
You can make an
Yeah, he does that when
investigation
he's
check.
sleeping.
I really
Up
probably
here,
can't.
If it's an old mine, you can.
Might be.
I don't know.
I have no investigation.
So it's a D4 -2 then,
All right.
And your wild die.
and your wild die.
So I'm just gonna roll my wild die.
Oh, and you,
I got 3.
So I got 11, but this is a common knowledge roll or a
Common knowledge.
So
Sorry,
investigation.
Yeah.
so if it's not common
Like,
knowledge,
Looking it up on the computers.
so
Did
11.
I get a
then, I
-2 on
guess?
my wild die?
You go -2 to your total. So. Or
Okay,
your-
so then 9
Okay.
for me.
Yeah.
What did I find out about the mine?
So you learned that there used to be a diamond mine.
Oh,
Okay. So.
but we don't know what it's being used for right now.
Nope.
Okay.
What did the other teams find?
Yeah.
Well, you can find that out about in tomorrow's briefing. So now you guys have a bit of free time.
Whoa! I'm taking my cartload of stuff.
Do a little interlude in the interim.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Bam. Bam.
I don't know what's going on.
Bam.
This is-
Bam.
Yeah.
Bam.
Do we have one for John Boatman?
No. When he gets a character sheet, he can again. All right, who got the highest?
I got a queen.
King.
I got an 8.
So that's Daryl.
No, Laura has a king.
Laura has a king.
Queens are better than kings. I agree.
They aren't ranked higher in the game, though.
You don't know. It was his game. Paul's game. Who's higher, Paul?
The obvious answer is the king in both regards here, though.
Anyway.
Yeah, because
The person who wins gets an extra thing, don't they?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
already have an extra thing.
So, king of what?
Diamonds.
Desire. So, Laura, tell us a tale about something you want. It might be a material possession, recognition, political goal, or even a trip you wish to take to some amazing destination.
I want to meet.
So you guys are in the mess hall now. After
I'm just talking to these guys.
good food.
But like no one is around listening, or how quiet do I need?
Just like the four of you. There's other people in the mess hall.
It might be in the officer's mess.
Why wouldn't I? Yeah, why would I hang out with that guy?
Reading together.
This does not seem like something I would do. I would probably eat with Tim.
Fine, you're walking to the mess hall. The separate mess halls. You've left the debriefing.
Man, I hope we get a different commanding officer next time. That Blanston guy's a real weirdo.
What do I want? What do dragons typically like?
Treasure.
Treasure.
That's what I was wondering.
It's up to you. It's your character.
Sheep.
Sheep.
It's true.
I mean, I think he wants to meet someone of his own kind. I'll meet another dragon.
Maybe annoying dogs.
Tell us about that. Tell us about your desire.
Yeah, I just, I'm happy to go on adventures, go wherever the adventure takes me, I don't care. But my end goal is to try and meet another dragon so that I can know what other people like me are like, learn my history. I don't know anything about my species, so it would be nice to know our lore, our gods, if there are any, that kind of stuff. Yep.
Anybody have any questions or follow-up conversation things?
Do you have any ideas where you could look?
I'm guessing magical places.
Hey.
We are pretty magical. We
Hey.
like magical things. We also do like shiny things.
But do you know anything about, like, what would have been your family?
Shiny magical places.
Where you came from? Anything?
No, the first thing I remember was the town that we were at. So, I don't know. I mean, I was in an egg, I assume. So, hatched out of an egg, there was nobody around.
How'd your egg get there?
Don't know. I didn't put it there.
Are you sure?
No.
Maybe you...
I guess, yeah, maybe. But yeah, I would think maybe around other magical places with shiny things.
Like diamond mines on ley lines?
Quite possibly, that would be nice.
Ooh. They have shinies there, from what I understand.
Yeah.
What it did.
Hey, if there's orcs and there's dragons, maybe there are dwarves.
In a
No one
moment.
cares about dwarves.
Well, you don't care about dwarves, clearly.
I mean, I also...
What are you still doing here? Why aren't you in the officer's mess? I would think it would be great if he was just, like, completely shunned by all the other officers and he only hangs out with us because no one else
Oh
wants.
God, it's Blanston again.
Blanston here.
What he says
Not
every
that
time.
guy.
Every time he enters the room. Blanston here!
No, I just start learning that that's normal and that's how you should introduce yourself when you walk in a room.
Every room.
Doesn't matter if there's someone in there or not.
I'm just making a statement. Blanston, here. This is where I am.
I am also assuming that because I want to meet other dragons, they want to meet me, and we must be very social beings that are very friendly. Are you fine with dog?
That's a well-timed growl.
Yeah.
Social creatures.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's dinner time now, basically. There's a briefing scheduled for the morning.
Do none of the rest of us get to do something cool?
I get all meat
I'm
for
going to
dinner.
Benny for doing everything.
Yay. What do these do again?
Get a reroll.
Yeah, reroll or add a damage die or
Excellent. Do they carry over to the next game?
nope.
New every session. Use them or lose them. Do we have time before the briefing?
Briefing is in the morning.
Oh, so we have time for free time now?
Yeah, you have a couple hours.
I am taking all this computer stuff back to my place and fixing it.
Do you need help carrying it?
Nope. I have a thing. I have a dolly. You've done enough. Thank you so much for your help to this point. I will move this gigantic pile of machinery on my own. Please.
Can I watch? Can I come?
You can hang out with
else?
Tim. I mean, Max.
What are you doing?
Max really wants to hang out. Busy.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
I think it's funny that they didn't introduce me to their superior officer.
Who's this person?
Bye, Captain Blanston. And then he's all alone, so he's like, Blanston here. Even when he's by himself. So, what do I need to do to fix the computer that borked?
That'd be a repair.
Okay. All right. I think I can be better at repair somehow. Oh no, that was the thing I got rid of. To be. I do get a +2 for my Machine Maestro.
Sure.
To non-combat trait rolls, if this is a trait roll.
Yep.
Yes, he will go on the counter.
Okay.
Is it? Actually, it's not.
It's a skill roll.
Skill set, that's right. Are they? Do those count as traits?
I don't know. I think. Well, you have attributes and you have skills. Where do trait rolls come in?
Maybe attributes and skills are both traits.
That'd be cool. All right, so I'm going to roll repair then. I'm going to roll. So that's a 6 +2 is 8, and
Success with a raise.
and
And
+2 more for being Machine Maestro. So 10 technically. Still a plus with a success with a raise.
yeah. Okay, so you take the broken computer. You're able to fix it by. Find out that this is a standard piece of consumer electronics from around the time of the rifts. So you happen to have plans in the system to make fabricating the broken parts. So you can repair it and put it back together.
Okay.
And yeah, it's kind of a mid-range computer-y thing.
Does it have solitaire?
Yes, it has there.
What is it? Was it just like an office computer that someone
So this was someone's personal computer. So
in a home?
yeah, from a home.
I will make a note to look for documents and spreadsheets upon it later.
Okay.
Don't want to worry about that right now. The data storage chips I found. Do they fit in this computer?
Yes.
Okay. Can I check out what's on them?
Sure. You put them in there. They're mostly, again, like personal stuff from the various people that live there.
Okay.
You can make a knowledge electronics check.
Yep. Knowledge electronics. Not computers?
Or computers. Make knowledge computers.
Alright, that's higher. Just so we know, I have Arcana computers, electronics, engineering, science, and Technocan.
Or maybe Technocan.
That's computers. Computers is higher.
And then knowledge computers.
7 or 9 if we're adding that +2.
Why are you adding a +2?
Non-combat trait rolls.
Okay. So you got
Using
success with
electronic
raise?
devices.
Okay, so yeah, you find that stuff because you did a really good job. You find kind of in the cache on these things, the user, whoever on one of them had been kind of streaming some video.
Ooh.
And it's not pornography.
Oh,
it is in fact news recordings of kind of the apocalypse. So there's lots of kind of shaky cam footage of like things on fire and like winged creatures and scary monsters and people getting burned down and eaten and stuff like that, to like frantic news reports.
I watch them all very carefully and thoroughly by myself. Then I go and get Max, and I watch it very carefully and thoroughly with him, asking him all sorts of questions.
But I'm hanging out with Max.
Right, you can tag along.
Does anybody want some chocolate?
And then I turn them into some authority figure.
Okay.
Probably the first one I find, which would probably be Captain Blanston, who is just hanging around outside my room. Sadly. Blanston here. Blanston here. I like how much personality was given to this guy. In just 2 words. And then, like, so with the team together, I ask, first of all, what do we know? Like, is there stuff that they know that I don't about what's going on in these videos?
So, Tim saw a bunch of these. Were you pre-riffs? No? Yes. Tim and Reed both saw creatures similar to some of the things you've seen. Not necessarily all of them. Like, there's not a lot of great footage on there. So, you see kind of some things that you have already fought previously, or were fought at the base, and then some things that were kind of you never saw at all.
What do we do with the footage, Captain?
Turn it in.
Here it is. Take it.
Alright. You can drop that off with the weapon, some of the weapons you found.
Do I see a dragon on the video?
Nope. You see some winged creatures.
I assume
These are
the
winged creatures that may or may not be dragons.
Or gargoyles.
are the chips themselves particularly of interest to me, or are they like the same sort of stuff?
Yeah, they're basically like fancy flash drives.
Okay, so then I have no problem parting with those.
Yeah, it's not crazy stuff.
Okay. Otherwise, I would have copied the data onto a different
You
storage
certainly
device.
could have done that too if you wanted.
Well, if I cared, as a Hortosaurus, I may or may not want to keep just the chips themselves. Maybe I'll copy the data and I'll keep a copy of the data for myself. All right.
Random data. News footage.
Have a penny for holding.
That makes 5 bennies. Hope we get a chance to use them.
Every round. Pennies all around.
All right. Does anybody want to do anything else for the briefing tomorrow?
I'm good.
Tim?
Where am I supposed to
No
sleep?
name to.
You're going to be assigned some quarters on the base.
Does someone escort me there, or do I have to find out?
Somebody. You guys
Someone
probably
will
should
show
have
you.
introduced Laura to somebody.
I guess.
This is a local.
She's a dragon.
A dragon.
Yeah.
Don't shake his hand. Her hand. We don't actually know.
And why do we have it? She doesn't look like a dragon.
Can change shapes.
This guy, he's all jokes.
Are you sure? I find that hard to believe.
Well, you would. Who said that?
That does sound very unbelievable.
I mean, I do have a video camera going constantly in my eyes.
Show me the video.
Yeah. Plug it into the display.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a good idea to just be spreading this.
Well, I got a big mouth, so.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I guess she is a dragon.
Okay.
So are you okay with this?
Yeah,
Blanston?
she seems like she can handle herself.
Alright,
Good
well,
asset to the squad.
I don't know about this, but she's your responsibility.
Alright.
Alright. We can assign you quarters.
And dies. Sorry.
Yep. There'll be a briefing at 0800 tomorrow morning.
Is that before breakfast?
And then when you wake up.
Yeah. The breakfast happens
Is the
at
mess
6.
hall open all the time? Can I always get meat?
Yes. If you need it,
No.
you can.
I like meat.
You are a magical creature that doesn't require food. You can eat if you want, though.
Like data.
Like Data. She's Data.
I feel like a dragon would want to eat.
Well, you certainly can.
A dragon would constantly exert their thing. I don't need to eat, but I'm going to.
You must provide me with copious amounts of things I like. Alright.
Okay.
I don't need to sleep either, do I? Oh, no.
I think dragons sleep. Can I have a card? I don't think you're gonna have a thing on your sheet that says does or doesn't require sleep.
I don't have a thing that says that.
I'm pretty sure Dragon sleeps.
Yeah, it does say don't need to eat or drink, but it does not say I can only be a human for a certain amount of time before resting, so I will go rest as a dragon. Can I have a large room, please?
What's the certain amount of
Small
time?
dragon.
One of the hangar spaces, I guess. You can sleep in the hangar.
I will do that.
Isn't she still like a small dragon though?
I think they're the size of a truck.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, what is the certain amount of time that you can be a human?
6 hours.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about it not being... Oh, actually, no. Can be a human for spirit die. D4. Number of hours before needing a 6-hour rest.
Great. Looks like you're gonna be a dragon a lot of the time.
You don't
Ah.
know that it's the die. It's not the die value.
It's always a 4.
What?
It's always a 4.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, it's a 4. I see. Oh, damn. 4 hours.
I mean, I guess you could roll it, and then
every time.
you could explode it.
Yeah, exactly. I just got 7.
Except the odds are... The average would be way lower than 4, even with exploding die.
I get to roll this one too. This one's great.
Wild die.
9 hours.
Alright.
Anyways, I don't necessarily know that we need that. We could though. Could be fun. Could be inconvenient.
Sure could.
Pop dragon.
It's a coalition city.
Sorry, nothing.
Alright, to the briefing.
Okay, so you file into the briefing room. It's Colonel Tyson at the front again, with the other squads there as well.
I'll go stand next to Colonel Tyson.
Just up at the front. Just look over his shoulder.
What you got there?
Could you please sit down?
I sit down right there.
Sit down with the rest of the group.
Okay.
Sit down.
Come sit over here. We're cool.
Sit with
I'll
your
go
squad.
join Daryl. I'll sit beside Daryl.
Sit beside Daryl.
Somewhat awkwardly close.
I moved my electronic stuff to the other side. I moved my little robots. I sort of huddle them close.
All right, team. As you might have been aware, Operation Midnight Raptor.
I said last time.
I may have laughed last time. I don't remember.
I hope you did that also in character.
I would have. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Operation Midnight Raptor. Thank you. Was a success. We learned a lot about kind of what was going on. Most teams didn't really find anything, which was great. Well, not great. It's great and not great. There isn't a thriving human civilization that's right nearby that, is good. It's mostly wilderness, but there also aren't. They don't seem to be any like immediate threats around us. We Alpha Squad ran into at Adolpiscat Human Village, which is apparently a fade town, which apparently means the villagers phase out of existence every couple days or something.
Well, they don't phase out of existence. You just can't see them.
Thank you. Thank you, Oberon, was it?
Yep, you're welcome.
We also, Alpha Squad found a dragon.
That's right, I almost opened you. Hi, guys.
So Oberon, contrary to what he or she may appear to be, is actually a dragon. And he plays the video feed that Blanston had recorded.
So now I can't scare any of them. Well, they haven't actually seen me.
It's much more
It's still
impressive in
like-
person.
I don't know if it's an in-person thing or just a shock /
Yeah.
horrified.
Yeah. Depends a lot on how
Still probably fairly
how much you
startling.
think the dragon will eat you. I think.
Yeah.
So Alpha Squad was the only group to actually make contact with a living group of humans.
Alpha
and,
Squad is great.
Yeah, they learned.
Between us, you're not gonna get
They learned a lot. They learned that humanity is kind of on the ropes a bit. Most of Ontario is wilderness, and that's been seen by the other squads as they patrolled. There's not really much up north. That air base, kind of to the west, is ruins. There's might be some interesting remains there that we'll check out later, but there were no people living there. The only other kind of living group we saw was what seems to be a civilization of orcs in Musani. According to Alpha and Beta Squad. What?
Musini.
Whatever.
Don't correct your commander.
Yeah, this Alpha Squad.
That's why Gern Blanston is stuck with us. Or we are stuck with him. Either or.
And for no reason, we are now sending Alpha Squad off on a long-term mission.
With a lot of danger.
Why would you be an outcast, though?
I'm an outsider too.
He's native. Is that why you're an outsider?
That, and I'm not in the regular forces.
Oh yeah, and you're not
was in the
you're like a
Rangers.
cleric type thing,
Yeah,
like a healer.
mystic.
Okay.
Yes. So while the squads, the recon squad, were running around and scoping out the place, we did a quick inventory of what the base actually has and what's available. Our power systems are doing okay. The base itself is mostly powered on geothermal and solar energy, so our defenses are powered for short engagements, but we couldn't necessarily survive along assaults because we don't have much nuclear fuel. That's also preventing us from powering up a lot of our vehicles. We have a large number of Talon power armor suits, which is what Reed has, but we only have enough nuclear fuel to run like 6 of them at once. We do have a large number, probably 10 or 20, 20
Jetpacks.
no, sorry,
Dinosaurs?
what are they called? Sentinel patrol cars.
Oh.
So we have a number of Sentinel patrol cars, hover cars, that are armed with either like a laser turret or a railgun on top. They're battery powered, so they can be used for short terms. We also have.
I might have rolled over onto one in my sleep.
Please don't break our patrol cars. They're mega damage. You can't just break them.
Yeah, they're military. They're like tanks.
Yeah, they're effectively tanks. They are.
So we have 20 cars.
Yeah,
They really do look more like tanks.
military patrol vehicles.
They have no wheels.
They're hover cars. Jinx. Now the DM can't talk for the rest of the night.
Yeah, so the base, we are pretty strapped for resources is the long and short of it. The biggest limiting factor is nuclear power. We need more uranium to both power our more robust facilities and power armor and things. We have a few sky bunkers, but only one of them currently has power. We also need uranium to build more mega damage armor to construct more vehicles. Really, any kind of metal would be very useful. Iron is very useful.
Futuristic
Copper.
junk dealers.
Anything.
What about those orcs? Maybe they have something we can trade for.
They might.
Maybe they have uranium.
It's possible. So we are going to send Beta Squad to continue the investigation of the Orc group, basically on a long-term reconnaissance. We're going to send a few other people with them to set up a little camp and kind of keep an eye on them, see what their deal is. Charlie Squad is going to be assigned to liaise with Adol Piscat.
Makes sense. We already know them.
Alpha Squad is being sent on a long-term mission to
Actually, that is what I would want to.
basically, your first assignment is to
Mines.
go down to the mine,
Yes!
investigate them, see what's there, check out both mines that the Chief Hokama told you about. Get the lay of the land, try and acquire any useful resources for us, but again, be discreet. You don't necessarily want people to know we're here, but use your judgment. So to that effect,
I picture Laura's character as like she looks human and then sneezes and turns briefly into a dragon. No one saw that.
Also, the big mouth giving away our secret base.
And you're not dragon.
Yeah.
be discreet. Anyway, to that end, we are.
What about the other squad?
They are going to kind of continue patrols.
Local patrols.
Yeah. And make sure nothing weird happens, and also act as backup for any of the other squads as needed.
What's going to happen to John Boatman?
Well, if he had stats, he would be coming with you to drive the car.
He is being placed on reprimand for his role.
I have a D6 in driving.
I have driving too, don't I?
But I'm assuming I'm going to have my power armor, and if a fight breaks out, I'm going to leave the car.
I have a D6 in driving as well.
There you go.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Plus, but I always take my my jouster.
so you're being given one of the old Snow Lion APCs.
Where are we
What season is it?
gonna put my jet bike on
So it
that?
has a trailer attached to it. That,
I'll stay in the back riding my jet bike. Sorry.
so kind of the front compartment has been converted to kind of small crew quarters, and the back, which is not the trailer part that's attached, can carry 2 jet bikes and the power armor, and have a little bit of extra space, like a workshop to do repairs and things like that.
Get cargo.
By there, I'm in there all the time.
Yes. So there's stuff in there. This is, an older APC. Akavitsky doesn't typically have these. We only have Snow Lions because a few of them made it across the ocean with refugees and didn't go back out. Well, it's still an ocean. It's not connected. Across the bay. But yeah, they're not particularly well armed. There's a bank of mini missiles that can only fire those 9 missiles. They're dumbfire though. They're not particularly accurate.
I'll fix that.
And basically a small laser cannon on the side.
Do I fit in it in dragon form anywhere?
You would fit in the caboose.
If we got rid of all the stuff in there?
Yes.
I'm not getting rid of all the stuff in there. I need that stuff.
Like, take it out for the night.
Does Archer need to go outside again?
He would probably be happy to go outside again.
Well, you can have a third.
But no, he's
An
fine.
extra trailer.
Yeah,
Fine.
another trailer that is just
Dragon
for
trailer.
storage, and
You can put him out if you want, but he's
I mean, it would
Laura
keep
can
us
sleep in
busy.
the dragon in the storage ward if you want.
Hey,
Okay.
They are waterproof. They can basically drive down to the bottom of the seafloor here.
I'll supervise.
So it's not like just fording rivers. It's
No, it will. You drive down to the bottom of the ocean.
Archer,
Yeah, they can survive a couple kilometers deep. Soaking the power armor, by the way.
no.
Soak in the jet bike.
Power armor can.
Oh, the jet bike can?
Yes.
What season is it, by the way?
Do we know?
We can tell.
No, but I mean, can we tell? I'm wondering
Like,
if...
is it warm out or is
No,
it frozen tundra?
Pretty cold though.
Okay.
Are we high enough that... Are we
Yeah.
far north enough?
Is it construction season?
Yes. No, it's not construction.
Are we far north enough that it'd be like 6 months of winter, 6 months of summer? Doubtful, right?
No, it's only a little bit north of where we are now.
It's still like a long
Pretty
winter.
north.
It's not that far.
You need to study your tropics. Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn and all that stuff, and it's like the Arctic Circle.
We're well below the Arctic Circle.
You don't know that.
Sounds like Yellowstone
You
up there.
don't know. You knew where the base was. Canada is not a mystery.
It is to my character.
There was maps.
Was there weather in the rift?
No.
So what? Just weather
There
is
was no
confusing
weather.
to me. Why
In
is
case you didn't know where Ontario was.
show me
That's pretty far north.
computer? Show me the
I
Tropic
know
of
exactly where
Cancer.
it is. That's hours
Less
north.
than 1,000 miles north.
Nice.
That's not really far north.
Oh, it's
We're
fine.
here.
It's below the Arctic Circle.
Yeah, that's pretty far.
It's still like south of Newfoundland.
No, it does this weird thing.
Maybe. It depends on the projection.
Google Earth. Drink after the Google Earth.
Cold town up there.
Well, it is cold regardless.
All right.
Cold right
I'm a
now, at
dragon,
least.
so I don't care. I could just make you a fire.
That's
Keep you on fire.
fine. Make you into a
That
fire.
is an option as well. Yes.
All right.
Let's go spend some pennies.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
head to
let's
those
do it.
mines.
All right. So you pile into your car
Can I drive?
Keep driving.
and you drive.
How about you watch while I drive?
Okay. Shotgun.
You don't know what that means. You don't even know that calling shotgun is a thing.
I
People
climb into the.
You also probably don't know what a
side
normal
barrel.
shotgun is either.
There's so many things wrong with what you said.
Anybody? Oh, you guys can restock any equipment you use if you need anything, and you can have the standard set of items.
Yeah.
Should I
write that
leave
It doesn't.
my fixed computer here? Because I'll come back for it and it'll be safe here, or should I take it with me so that I can keep playing with it?
It's up to you.
It should go in your hoard.
Where does your horde live?
I
Do
don't
you have
know.
a
Do
horde
I?
on your base? On the base?
Oh, I'm sure I must have a room that's just crammed packed full of stupid crap.
No. It's up to you. You might lose it if you take it with you.
Yeah, I guess it's safer here, but I don't know how long until I see it again.
You should
Bye, the
definitely.
car's leaving.
I'm driving.
You should leave it here. You should
I
always
will-
collect things and then stash them in your hoard.
I will leave it here, but I'll constantly be worrying about it.
Hopefully Mike lives inside.
2 dogs up there. Good luck.
I will take the chips with the news footage though, just in case we need them for whatever reason.
Okay.
Well, I'll take copies of them because I made additional copies.
Need them as what? Evidence of monsters?
I don't know. Be like, do you know what
It's
these
like
are?
200 years in the future. I think people are pretty acquainted with monsters.
You don't know that. Anyways,
Might need the chips though.
am I driving?
Sure.
I'll drive.
Outside Daryl.
You don't need to make a driving check.
13.
You successfully drive through the ocean.
Have you seen anything cool in the ocean?
I got like a double raise. Can I successfully drive on the ocean?
No, it sinks.
Oh, sorry.
No fun.
It's one of those underwater cars.
Anything cool in the ocean? Do I see any monsters? Are there dragons?
No. Luckily, you are not attacked in the ocean.
It's actually a lake, isn't it?
It's a bag.
It's a bay.
Is it salt though?
Yes.
Yep. So you drive along the ley line. You magic guys are feeling kind of magic-y because you're on a ley line the whole way.
Juiced up.
Super juiced. And then when you kind of get to where you expected the diamond mine to be, you see you make a noise check.
Yeah, I don't trust them both out there. Archer's gonna hump them.
5.
Still alive. 5.
5.
20.
You don't add them together, right?
Dice is great.
So you rolled
3
sixes?
Although I don't have notice.
Does it only have 6
Dude,
on
we
it?
only have an 18.
18. No, but it's really good.
If you don't have notice, you should be rolling a d4.
It's for wild die.
I am rolling a d4. It's 6 is a lot.
Wow.
Is it weighted? It's gotta.
Both
I
of these,
don't
but
know.
It's a random metal one I ordered from China. That may not be statistically balanced there, sweetie.
How many?
Okay, I got 3 6s in a row and then 3 different numbers. 4 different numbers. So, just,
You had to roll the 6s out.
Alright,
yeah.
you've wasted all your 6s.
I noticed real good.
Yeah, so you see
The ley line itself. You're like.
where the ley line is. There's like a mine. It's an open pit mine that goes down into the earth. There's some kind of ruined buildings around it that look like
Dwarf buildings?
ruined human buildings that may have been mined.
So it's a pit mine, not a shaft mine?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a pit.
What?
It's a big open.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I don't know, and she probably wouldn't know either, okay? Like, you're just, what? Pit mine, what?
you see signs of recent activity, though. There's like, footprints and
Feet spots.
yeah, things like that. Big footprints,
Like human or other?
bigger than human.
How much bigger?
Like
Slightly bigger or like
in armor, human or
giant bigger?
Are they like human feet or they're like hoofs or...
Have you told anybody what you've seen?
Sure, I will tell Daryl. I like Daryl.
Okay.
Look at these footprints. Are those from you?
No. My feet are smaller than that.
You can make a animal husbandry check. I don't know.
What would that even be?
I don't know which name it is.
You
Eight.
make a common
Well,
knowledge
6.
check.
6, because I have.
Common knowledge check. Oh boy.
Do you want to tap me on the shoulder and
Tell everyone else.
maybe so that I can do some tracking on
I'm just going to assume they are dog footprints. Those are dogs. I tell Laura that they are dog footprints.
Oh,
I got a
God.
6.
For common knowledge.
Yeah.
And then
I'm the smartest.
You've seen a dog? Those don't look like dog prints.
Oh,
Oh man,
God.
those don't look like dog prints.
Why do I have the worst squad in existence?
Oh, we have the worst captain. All right,
Either
if you don't
notice
think,
us,
if you don't
like,
believe that those are
pointing
dogs,
and
you go
talking
get Max and you find out what they are.
I mean, you all
I'm
can,
busy driving.
you all can fit in the cabin.
Max,
You don't have to be off.
tell me about these dog prints.
Settle a bet. Dog or not dog?
Alright, I'll do tracking. And we are in the wilderness, right?
Yep.
So I got 8.
So they're 100% not dogs. Not even a little bit. They're much larger than dogs.
They're a little larger.
Yeah.
Like-
They-
Big dogs?
no. They're like kind of flat-footed with claws on the front.
It still sounds like dogs.
They're not dogs.
So, like humanoids
So,
with dogs?
might
Or
be-
with claws?
Maybe.
Ducks with claws.
They look like some kind of strange duck
Fierce
claw
duck.
thing.
Giant devil ducks. I am intrigued.
Alright, what are you gonna do?
It's a dragon. Might be dragon guys. We should go look. Dragons are very friendly.
Does it look like her feet?
Yeah. Can you put your foot in it? in the print?
Do you?
Just for comparison's sake.
Okay. I mean, my human foot is smaller than it, I assume.
Yes.
We're mean you're a dragon.
Yeah. Don't go be a dragon for a bit. And then you can have a
look
rest.
around. Do I see anybody or anything?
You don't see anybody in the immediate vicinity. You just see recent activity.
You probably need a rest. It's fine.
It's a 6-hour rest.
Well, you probably have been resting. You probably have been a dragon
Okay,
cramping
but
the
wouldn't I recognize
cabin.
my own footprints?
Maybe.
You are a
That's
hatchling as well.
stupid.
Yeah, you are also
Yes.
pretty dumb. No offense.
You're pretty dumb, no offense. Gern Blanston, everybody. No offense, but you're rock stupid.
I've seen the character sheets.
I don't know. I've been pretty strongly warned against just dragging it up. out
You
there.
can change back and forth too. Also.
I know that, but I just don't want people to see me. Do you guys sense anybody magical?
We didn't notice anybody.
Do we notice anybody?
There's nobody in line of sight.
There's no heat signatures
real quick.
anywhere.
Should
Dragon.
I'm going to throw down the goggles and check.
I just always have mine on.
Mine are magically powered, all right?
Oh, your magic goggles.
Yeah, my magic goggles are way better than your goggles.
What do yours detect again?
Arcana, Dark Sight, Far
my
Sight.
magic goggles are my eyeballs.
I've got night vision and infrared also.
$13.
Yeah, you don't see any magic happening.
Do I see anything with Dark Sight?
I mean, it's not dark, so no.
My eyes! What about Far Sight? Like, can I see far away if anything is like binoculars?
I mean, you can't see into the pit at all, but you can see. There's like trees and stuff that's maybe blocking your view as well, but you don't really see anything.
Okay.
Alright.
I think we're
Turn
clear.
into a dragon.
Okay.
We compare my foot.
Immediately someone jumps out and says, "A dragon!"
A dragon! Ah! Click, 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 click.
I came out looking for Bigfoot, but this is way better.
An asshole. So the feet look similar-ish, but
Similar in size, too? Or just similar?
smaller. They look smaller.
Return back human. Well, that's too bad. It's not.
Maybe it's an even smaller dragon.
But yeah, I'm pretty young now.
But you're not the youngest.
We don't know that.
Well, what if it's like just maybe they're a runt or like a smaller species of dragon?
Maybe. Let's go see.
I kick Laura into the pit. I cannot do that. not even,
tried really
not even with a roll. You break your foot
Yeah.
on the massive metal lizard.